Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for Wednesday, November 12, 2025. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Katie Logan, Heather Tom, to announce she's moving back in with Bill Spencer, Dawn Diamond. This news makes Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, overjoyed. Meanwhile, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Matsins Wood, discuss Deacon Sharp, Shan Kanan. Let's start off with Katie, who was asked once again to reunite with Bill. This time the lady said yes. Part of that is what Katie said, she's seen the positive changes in Bill lately. The other part is that they will be raising their grandchild together. Since Luma Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, will likely fight it, BATIE will be better off standing united as a couple. Katie will tell everyone that she's moving back in with Bill. Of course, Elector Forrester, Lania Grace, Donna Logan Forrester, Jennifer Garias, and Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, will be thrilled for their sister. However, Rich Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, might continue to throw doubt in Katie and Bill's direction. As for Will, he will be overjoyed that his parents are back together. When Will first returned to town, he had major issues with his father. However, despite Bill's mistakes, he has shown up for his family the best he can. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, November 12 reveal that Hope and Deacon Sharp, Harrison Cohn, will return to work. The siblings had joined Deacon for his therapy session with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Even though Deacon has gotten back together with Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, so many people are against the relationship. This includes Deacon's own children. Now that Hope is back in the office, she will give an update to Steffi about how things went. Steffi will figure out that Taylor has feelings for Deacon. If she hasn't suspected it by now, she will during open mic night. From a preview clip, we know that Taylor and Deacon will share a slow dance together. However, will Sheila happen to see the two dancing so closely together? This will be a big fork in the road for Sheila. Has she truly changed for the better, or could losing Deacon make her old demons resurface? Do you think Bill and Katie's reunion will last? What will Steffi do when she learns about her mother's indecent affair? Wednesday, November 12 on The Bold and the Beautiful is shaping up to be one of those rare, emotionally rich episodes where hearts soften, surprises land, and enemies start to look a little bit like allies. The day carries a gentle warmth that only the Logan women can bring, but underneath that sunshine lurks uncertainty, especially for Katie, who's preparing to make a life-altering move. Meanwhile, a young boy's laughter fills the Spencer home, and two women who once fought over the same man find themselves sitting side by side, sharing something they never expected: understanding. The episode opens at Bill Spencer's mansion, sunlight spilling across the marble floor as the sound of video game music echoes through the halls. Young Will Spencer is grinning ear to ear, his eyes sparkling with the kind of happiness that only comes from having both parents under one roof again, even if it's just for breakfast. Bill, in typical fashion, is pretending to be laid back, but can't hide the satisfaction on his face. He's wearing that signature smirk, the one that says, "I'm winning again." He's watching Katie pour orange juice, pretending not to notice the domestic ease between them. It feels almost like old times, except there's an edge. The kind that comes from unspoken questions and unfinished business. Will, with all the innocence of youth, blurts out what's been brewing in his heart for weeks. "Mom, Dad, you guys should get back together. You're happier when you're like this." Katie freezes, her hand tightening around the glass pitcher. Bill's eyes flick toward her, his usual confidence faltering for a second. There's a pause, just long enough to make the moment feel monumental. Katie manages a soft smile. "Sweetheart, your dad and we're always going to be a team for you. That's never going to change." Will isn't convinced. He looks between them, noticing the tension but also the fondness they can't quite hide. Bill clears his throat and changes the subject, suggesting they take Will out to lunch later. But the damage, or maybe the healing, is done. Will's words hang in the air like a dare neither parent can quite ignore. Later, as Will runs off to grab his school bag, Bill murmurs, "He's not wrong, you know. We're happier like this." Katie gives him that knowing, cautious look. "You're confusing comfort with happiness, Bill. There's a difference." But even as she says it, her eyes betray her, soft, nostalgic, maybe even tempted. After Will leaves for school, Katie lingers in the living room. She takes a long look around, at the family photos, the space that once symbolized everything she lost and might be regaining. But there's something on her mind that even Bill doesn't know yet. When Donna calls to check in, Katie confides in her sister that she's made a decision, one she's been mulling over for days. "I'm thinking of accepting the offer," she says quietly. Donna's voice crackles with surprise over the phone. "Wait, the San Francisco job? The one that's out of town?" Katie nods. "Yeah, it's a consulting role with a medical foundation. It's a chance to start fresh. Maybe even take Will for a while, give him a new experience. I don't know, I just feel like something has to change." Donna, ever the optimist, asks if this is really about career or if it's about getting away from Bill. Katie doesn't answer right away. She walks to the window, looking out at the Los Angeles skyline and sighs. Maybe both. Bill has been worming his way back into her life, with his charm, his declarations of love, and his carefully timed gestures. Like paying for Will's new school trip and suddenly showing up at Forrester Creations to see how she's doing. Katie isn't blind. She knows when Bill is in pursuit mode. But this time she's not sure if she wants to be caught. The real surprise comes later in the episode when Katie shows up at Forrester Creations to tell Brooke and Ridge about her decision, only to find Bill already there, discussing an upcoming business collaboration. Ridge eyes him suspiciously, while Brooke watches the way Katie's presence throws him off balance. Bill, sensing something big, excuses himself and corners Katie in the hallway. "What's this I hear about a move? You're leaving LA." Katie meets his gaze, steady and unflinching. "I'm considering it. I need space, Bill. Time to think without being pulled in every direction." Bill's voice softens, the businessman turned lover. "Katie, you don't need space. You need someone who understands you, who's been there, who still believes in you. That's me." But Katie's smile is bittersweet. "You've said that before. The question is, do you still believe in me when I'm not standing next to you?" Bill's silence says everything. Across town at Forrester Creations, Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester find themselves sharing the design office. Again. But this time, it's not about rivalry or competition. Instead, the air is filled with a rare sense of calm. Steffy is reviewing sketches when Hope walks in, carrying a cup of coffee for her. "You look like you could use this," Hope says with a friendly smile. Steffy blinks, surprised, but accepts it. "Thanks," Steffy replies cautiously. "You trying to butter me up before the next Hope for the future budget meeting?" Hope chuckles. "No, actually, I just wanted to talk." The two women take a seat, the tension from their past quietly melting away as they discuss their families. Hope admits that things have been strange lately, with Thomas' absence, Brooke's renewed connection with Ridge, and her growing empathy for people she once judged too quickly. "I used to think you had everything figured out," Hope admits. "The perfect family, the perfect husband, the business. But I'm realizing we're all just trying to hold things together." Steffy sighs. "Believe me, there's nothing perfect about my life. Between Finn's guilt over Sheila and the pressure of keeping Forrester strong, some days I barely feel like I'm standing." The vulnerability between them feels genuine, unforced. For once, there's no subtext, no digs about Liam or the past. Just two women who've grown, maybe even healed, enough to see each other clearly. Steffi surprises even herself when she adds, "You know, Hope, you've come a long way. I used to see you as fragile. But lately, I've seen strength in you, real strength." Hope smiles, touched. "That means a lot, especially coming from you." The scene ends with laughter, soft, easy, the kind that feels like a truce. But the camera lingers on Steffi's face after Hope leaves. She looks thoughtful, maybe even a little uneasy. Because peace, in the bold and the beautiful, never lasts long. Later that afternoon, the Logan women gather at Brooke's house, an impromptu family summit over tea and shared worries. Brooke is radiant as always, but her sharp eyes notice the emotional weight in both her daughter and sister. Hope gushes about her conversation with Steffi, clearly proud of the progress. It felt good, Mom. For the first time, I think we might actually be on the same side. Brooke beams. That's wonderful, honey. I always believed you two could find common ground. You're both strong, compassionate women. Katie, sitting quietly, finally speaks. Maybe that's what I need too, common ground with myself. The statement catches both Brooke and Hope off guard. Brooke sets her cup down. Katie, what's going on? Taking a deep breath, Katie explains her potential move to San Francisco. Brooke immediately protests. You can't just leave. You've built a life here, your family's here. But Hope gently interjects. Maybe this is what she needs, Mom, a reset. We all go through phases where we need to redefine who we are outside of everyone else's expectations. Katie smiles gratefully at her niece. Exactly. It's not that I don't love it here, I do. But I've spent so much of my life defining myself by who I'm with. Bill, my work. Will, maybe it's time I figure out who I am when no one else is influencing me. Brooke's eyes glisten with tears, but there's understanding there too. Just promise me you'll think it through. You deserve happiness, Katie, but not at the expense of what you already have. While the Logans are talking about new beginnings, Dr. Finn Finnegan is having one of his own. He stops by Forrester Creations later in the day to see Steffi, hoping to catch her before she heads home. He finds her in her office, staring out the window, lost in thought. You look like you're a million miles away, he says softly. Steffi smiles, though it's weary. Just thinking about Hope, actually. We had a good talk. I never thought I'd say that. Finn chuckles. Well, miracles happen. They share a quiet moment before Finn's tone turns serious. Speaking of miracles, I saw Luna today at the hospital. Steffi tenses immediately. Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine, but she's different. Quieter. It's like she's carrying something heavy. The words hang in the air, laced with meaning. Steffi knows Luna's pregnancy has complicated things across the Forrester and Spencer families, and that Finn has a soft spot for her. Just be careful, Finn, she says finally. You always want to fix people, but some wounds, they're not ours to heal. Finn nods, taking her hand. I know, but I can't just ignore someone who's struggling. It's a sweet moment, a reminder that despite the chaos, love still anchors this world, even if it's a fragile kind. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our BOLD and BU2FUL UPDATE YouTube channel for more update news.